All right, so Sienna's week is off to a fantastic start. And as you can see, she is having a little bit of FaceTime with little baby Sam. He is her bundle of joy, even though she didn't have him. She loves him just like he is her own. But her plan for today is to basically help her family decorate the Christmas tree. She would like to have a Christmas tree at her place, but she's a little bit short on cash at the moment, and so she has to be a little bit careful about spending. And she's more than happy to spend the evening with her family. And her brother is telling her some kind of fantastic tale. She looks like she's getting a kick out of it. Her brother can sometimes be a little, what is it, mischievous? I think it's mischievous, right? But she doesn't mind. And so we have a little bit of Christmas music playing. I know now it's October, it's about to be Halloween, so it's not the season yet, but it is in the game. So I'm in the mood. The weather has been so beautiful. I love the snowy weather in this game. Okay, so while Sienna and Blaine get a start on the tree, I guess she doesn't like the decorations. Her mother and father are just going to be kind of chatting with each other, flirting with each other a little bit. They're also in the Christmas spirit. But one of the problems is that Monica is still in bad spirits. So even though everything is going very, very well for her in her pregnancy, more, better than she expected because she's, kind of an older woman. She's a mature woman and she wasn't really planning on getting pregnant. Everything's going very smoothly, but as the due date gets closer and closer, she's just kind of not happy, and of course her original personality, I guess, is not very nice. Like she's just kind of a very nitpicky and very naggy. And so, sometimes she gets on her family's nerves, but she's just kind of been snapping at everybody recently. And she's been, quite unhappy recently. And, she's not really participating in decorating the tree like they were hoping that she would. And she's just kind of like, oh, Sienna, where are you putting that? You should put it here. It's uneven and all this kind of stuff when she does try to help. So, the kids are happy that their parents are, I guess, I don't want to say getting along because they're obviously getting along. They're deeply in love with each other. And that's something that I think is very important for children to see from their parents, especially during the holidays. But they can tell that their mom is just like, I don't know, something's not right with her. It's the hormones. So the dad is just basically trying to cheer her up. The dad is just basically trying to keep her in good spirits. And it's working so far, like for the most part, kind of. She's participating and she's just kind of, letting him sort of, cheer her up, I guess. But she's really not happy. She's actually quite tense. And so she was stressing Sienna out a little bit. She was trying to tell Sienna where to put the decorations, and Sienna wasn't feeling it. So Sienna is just going in the corner, just listening to, getting down to some Christmas music. I don't know if I've ever danced like that to Christmas music before, but yeah, it's kind of funny. And Blaine continues to work on the tree. So the mom's back hurts a little bit. So she and Sienna are just going to kind of rest for a little bit and watch a little bit of TV. And for whatever reason, the mom has kind of a mood swing. She got kind of angry. And so she just started nagging. And Sienna's like, Mom, I really do not understand, like, why, you have to be like this. It's Christmas. It's it's a nice, everybody's having a good time. You're the only one who's being annoying. And so the kids decide to go upstairs and they notice that the baby's crying. So Blaine volunteers to feed little baby Sam, his little nephew. For some reason, when I was watching this part, I was like, oh, he's such a sweet big brother. That is not his brother. That's his nephew. I can't get any details right. So anyway, Blaine suggests that they go hang out upstairs. And so the plan was to just like work out a little bit, watch a little bit of TV, let their parents sort of talk to each other for a little bit. And so Sienna agrees. So Sienna comes upstairs and she starts doing a little bit of boxing, which is cool. And Blaine, you can see, is lifting some weights. And so Sienna's talking to him a little bit about, what happened basically like over, the weekend. She's telling him about the progress in the bookstore. She's telling him about the problems that she's having with Kohei. And, Blaine is kind of like, oh, actually, the other day I ran into Paka, at a store in town. And she's like, you did? And he's like, yeah. He's like, kind of alluding to the fact that he likes, like, Parker. He thinks Parker's cool. He thinks that, they should hang out and play games and things like that more often. And Sienna's like, I understand how you feel. I kind of feel the same way. I can't really lie. And so because Monica was so tense, I just decided that even though this is not their Let's Play, in the beginning, we did do, a little bit more involvement with the family. So since we are here, it wouldn't hurt to actually, I don't know, because this is a family style Let's Play as well, right? And this is her family. So it wouldn't help to kind of delve a little deeper into the relationship just a little bit so we can get some insight into what's going through Monica's mind. All right, so there are some interesting options here that we can talk to her about in regards to the pregnancy. And so I think that, he wants to be tactical about what he says to her or about what he does, because he knows that she's very tense. So he's just going to simply try. He's going to try to reassure her about the pregnancy. And in this case, we're going to have them not really notice that Sienna is just kind of listening. She's just going to be kind of eavesdropping in the background. All right, so we're just going to get a little settled here so we can sort of listen in on the conversation. And he's like, babe, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. We've got the nursery set. We've got enough money. We've done this twice, and we raised 2 beautiful kids. We're going to raise a 3rd beautiful child, right? This is basically what he's telling her. And, I think that the dad is kind of like a swinging young guy. Like, he to me, he doesn't seem like an old guy. He seems like, I don't know, like not that old. Monica she gives me old lady vibes, like very, very much old, bitter lady vibes. But yeah, the dad seems like a swinging young guy. So yeah, he's not necessarily like as ecstatic about having a child, but he is definitely not like against the idea of having a child. So the game, I think, automatically chooses whether or not they agree or disagree with, being pregnant and having a child. And, it just leaned him towards, I want this. And she was leaning towards, I don't want this. So they were having a little bit of tension in their relationship because of that. But as you can see, he's putting on the old mature charm, right? So, he's able to sort of calm her down at least a little bit. But she is like really, really tired. I think she also has to pee. And so she'll probably be heading off to bed a little bit, sooner than later. And also their relationship isn't doing so well. And it's probably just because I haven't been keeping track of them as much since I haven't been playing them as much. But I guess we can consider that they are having some relationship problems just because of the pregnancy. I think that would be like well in line. So as she heads off to bed, Sienna comes over and she's like, Dad, you're the best. She's like, actually, I was listening to you guys just now. I know I'm not supposed to do that. I know that it's rude to listen on people's like conversations or whatever, but you're absolutely the best. And I appreciate the support that you're giving Mom and everything through this. And actually, I'm actually super excited about the baby as well. And so, I just want to say, I'm happy for you guys. And I'm excited to have a little brother or sister coming soon. And we can see that Blaine's still having some FaceTime with his little nephew. Oh, he is just so good. Oh no, I was thinking the whole time, like, I would love to have Blaine as a big brother. And he's like, look, I'm so awesome. He's like, I'm the best uncle ever. It's super cute. Okay, so the tree, thanks to Blaine, basically, the tree is finished, but the final touch to do is put some presents under the tree. And of course, the parents will usually do that when the kids are not around. So Sienna was having a little nap and Blaine is going to sleep now. And everybody else is, there's only 4 people. Sorry. Monica's already in bed and the dad's also going to be heading off to sleep. And Sienna's on the 1st floor. Of course, her bedroom doesn't exist anymore, so she'll just have to sleep on the sofa. And I think the music might have woken her up, so I'll just have her go back to sleep. But yeah, too bad she saw the presents before the morning. And we can just see the nice little atmosphere of the family home during Christmas time. I'm trying to speed it up a little bit, but Sienna woke up feeling terrible, and I feel terrible for her. I don't know why she's so upset. Maybe it's because... no, actually, I would have no idea why she would be this upset. I think that this kind of evening would have been very fun for her. But maybe she just has a lot on her mind after all. Okay, so it's the next morning and everybody's gathering for breakfast before Blaine heads off to school. And Monica's in a better mood today. I would just say it that way. So there isn't any tension at the breakfast table like there was in the beginning of the series. Everybody's just going to have a nice quiet breakfast together. So Blaine, I think, is going to basically clean up after himself, and he'll be heading off to school shortly. I think Monica might be heading out a little bit earlier than Bill as well. And so as Sienna is getting ready to leave, she basically tells her dad, if the bookstore is almost finished, if you want, I would love it if you guys came by and saw it and gave me a little bit of, feedback or a little bit of advice. And so he agrees that he'll do that at some point in the near future. All right, so we're back at home with the baby. And because we did so much work on what do you call this place? Because we did so much work on the bookstore, and we bought her exercise equipment last part, she's kind of running out of money. So we have to be a little bit careful about what we do or don't do in each episode. So we have to make sure she makes a little bit of money today so that she's able to pay her bills. I guess not bills, but like the loan. And Papa just stopped by. So we're not going to kick him out or anything. He can hang out. He has a key, so he can do whatever he wants. And Sienna trusts him more than she trusts Kohei, to be perfectly honest. So she lets him just go in and out of any of the rooms without being like, "What are you doing? Why are you in here? What are you up to?" She doesn't feel like she has to do that. And so Paka's like, "Oh, you got my little bear," and she's like, "Yeah, the little bear is so cute." And so Paka was kind of cheered up to see that she has the bear like in her room on display like that. All right, so Sienna is she needs to get to work, so she's just considering some design ideas for her next project. And then I was going to have her do it, but then I realized that she doesn't have any money. So she has to make 3, and she doesn't have any money. And each time that she makes one, I think it's like 100 simoleons or something like that. So yeah, I think before we get started on that, we'll have to have her do a painting, and then we'll sell the painting the old-fashioned way, just to give her a little bit of startup capital for this, for her latest job. And I know I mentioned in the last episode or so that we were going to try to do the bathroom next. But then I realized later that I didn't do the outside. So she'll have enough money to do a bathroom for sure by the end of the episode. But I'm going to save that for the next times, just so I can try to get the building to be a little bit more like cohesive in terms of what I show each time. Instead of just showing the bathroom, that's really boring and short. So I think I'll just show that together with other areas of the store. Or else the second floor. I think definitely getting started on the second floor would be good, because it might still be cold even at the start of spring. And so Sienna finishes her painting, so I'm just going to have her come out here and basically try to sell it. All right, so I'll have her tend the table. I'll go ahead and... Wait, did I mark up the prices? I didn't see what that said. If it said 300, it's not supposed to. I don't know. Oh, I might have marked it up 300 because sometimes when she paints a painting that gets rejected, and I'm kind of frustrated about the fact that it got rejected, sometimes I cancel the job. I don't always just cheat the job finished. And whenever I do cancel the job, I'll have her sell them from this little table at like 300 markup. But she doesn't usually sell her regular paintings at 300 markup because she'd be making too much. It'd be the lesson would just be over. If she did that all the time, it's over so fast. It's just one of the quickest, easiest ways to make money in the game if you have a level 10 painting skill. So we don't want to be doing that. But in any case, that doesn't look a lot of money. So I don't know what the markup was. But it looks like we didn't make that much money anyway. But we made enough at least to do the job this time. Okay, so as we can see, Paka is just in the room trying to quieten. Is quieten a verb? Quiet is a verb, right? Trying to quiet the baby. Nobody talks like that, right? What would you say? He's trying to calm down the baby. He's trying to, what do we say? He's trying to tend to the baby. Yeah, I think tend to the baby sounds good. In any case, Sienna comes and kind of to the rescue. She has the mother's touch, so she knows how to calm the baby so fast. Oh my goodness, have you guys ever tried to like help your like older sister or older brother with their baby, and whenever you try to help, nothing happens, and then as soon as they take the baby calms down? I hate that. All right, so Paka headed out, and I'm gonna have her come back to her little workspace, and the reason for that is just because the art supplies, I guess is the best way of putting it. That big art crate thing that holds the canvases and those stacks of canvases are in there, so she'll be very inspired. And I'm always hoping that at least if I make her very inspired, that at least the jobs will be accepted when she finishes them, right? But no. No. The game hates me. The game hates Sienna's work. I don't know why. But I'm not dealing with this, so we're just going to say approve. And this time, instead of selling the paintings from the thingamabobber, I'm just going to sell them out of her inventory because I just can't be bothered. Yeah. It's about making money. That's what it's about. That's not very... Oops, that was a mistake. Let me fix that. And I will get rid of the money that she made from selling them out of her inventory as well, because she actually made the legitimate money from completing the contract. And that's enough for her. All right, so as I mentioned before, she does have a decent amount of money, so she is able to make her loan payment for the day. And I will admit the loan payments are a little bit off from what they usually are, and that's just simply because I keep moving her in and out, and I'm pretty sure every time I do that, it resets the day. So she doesn't have to pay a loan payment on like the first day. It won't become due until the next day, and then sometimes I just forget to pay it. So I would say that she's probably behind on a few payments, but she's also almost done. I think she may have like 3 or 4 left. So we're almost there. I'm super excited. Okay, so in order to sort of get the exterior of the building done, we're going to have her work on a little bit of a something here. She looks like she's really into it. And I'm glad that the game decided that she likes I like that the game decided that she likes handiness. Please don't ask me what I was about to say. So we're just going to quickly get the brick exterior out on the exterior walls. I like this kind of brick look, although it doesn't really match the other things in the neighborhood. I just think it makes it look very comfortable and homey. All right, very nice, very nice. I love the snow in this game. I'm sorry, winter is my favorite season and I can't get enough. It's been like 50 episodes already and I still can't get enough. So anyway, we're going to leave Sienna here and little baby Sam here. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you again in another episode.